Hey there, Steve Krivda here, and the question of the day is, how can I close more people into my business? Well, stick with me for a few minutes here. I'm going to share with you my 5-step closing process of my best closing techniques that's going to help you close more people in rock star fashion. So you've heard of the ABC, always be closing. Well, that's really important here because that's going to take us right into step number 1. Always means as soon as you start having a conversation. So step 1 is to start building rapport and trust immediately, and the only way you can do that is by being a good listener. You know, the only way we can serve people is by knowing how. So if we're waiting to respond with whatever we're going to say and not really listening, we're going to miss some key points of how we can best help this person with their product or service. Which leads us to step number 2, and that is make the close about them. You see, if we're talking about us and how this affected us and how much money we've made and what kind of car we've won and all that kind of great stuff, they're going to think, man, it's really good for you, but how is this best going to serve me? See, now if we were good listeners in step 1, step 2 is a piece of cake. So if it's money, you can say something like, so just curious, if I could show you a way to generate an additional income, would you be at all open to that? Or if it's, say they're looking to get in better shape. So just curious, if I could show you a way to expedite the process, would you be at all open to that? Or if it's travel, you can say something like, man, just curious, if I could show you a way to take those same exact trips at ridiculously awesome rates, would you be at all open to that? It's all easy stuff. So step 1 takes you right to step 2. Step 3 is kind of combines 1 and 2 together. They're buying into you, okay? They want to know, are you going to be the person that is going to be there for me? You know, people, they do join businesses, but I'm going to tell you what, I've been talking to a lot of people lately and I hear the same thing over and over again. My person wasn't there for me. I had questions and I couldn't get a hold of them and all this kind of stuff. They're joining you. Now, does that mean you have to take your person by the hand and be at their beck and call all the time? No, it does not. But it's good to know that there's somebody there to help you just in case you have a question or two. So they are joining you. So build that rapport and trust. Listen to what they say. Find out how you can best serve them and provide the solution of service. Okay. Number 4 is they've seen the presentation, you've written everything on a napkin, whatever's going on, and you're getting ready to take it to the next step, and an objection happens. Now, you can start throwing facts at them, and well, you know the adage, facts tell, stories sell. Well, come back with stories. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Stories, you'll pick them up by going to the events. You got to go to the events. It's very important, for even if it's just this one thing. So if somebody says to me, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this, I can respond by going to the events. I can respond with, you know, that's really funny because, or that's interesting that you say that. You know, there's a gentleman in our company, his name's Troy Brown. He was working 80 to 90 hours a week and on call 24 hours a day, and decided he needed a change and he put a season into his life, into this business. And well, he hasn't worked for the past, I think, 7 or 8 years, and he's been on, I don't know, 70, 80 different vacations. It's really crazy because time is no longer an issue for him. Or if they say, I don't know if I have the money for this, I can say something like, from the events again, you know, there's this guy in our company, his name's Michael Jacks, and he actually used his last welfare check to take a step into this company and put a season of his life in. 2 years later, he's a 7-figure earner. Now, am I saying that in 2 years you're going to be making 7 figures? I don't know. But let me ask you this. If you made an extra, say, $15,000 or $20,000 over the next couple of years, would that be something that would help change your financial situation? Absolutely it would. Which leads us right into step 5, and that's ask. So when you say those stories and you say, so am I saying that that's gonna, you know, you're gonna make $2 million, and I say, you know, would an extra $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 make a difference? And they say, well, yeah, probably. Say, awesome. So it sounds to me like you're ready to get started. Okay? Or, hey, let's lock arms and really rock this thing together. Or, so do you have any more questions? Are you ready to get started? You see, we need to be asked. If not, we're just gonna keep on thinking of different things to say. So it's okay to ask for the person, because when you go to the store and you're buying shoes, they say, so do you want me to are you ready to go to the cashier? They're going to ask you to go to the cashier. Otherwise, you're just going to sit there and you'll probably find a reason not to buy those shoes. Okay, so we have to be asked. So there you go, guys. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, feel free to like it, share it, leave me a comment. And if you want to know how I've been able to enroll 100 people in the last 12 months into my companies and into my businesses, go to stevecrypto.com/lead generation, and I'm going to show you everything that I've been doing, and I think you're going to dig it. So hope you have an awesome day. Bye-bye.